Hey everyone, it's Danny, and right now I'd like to talk to you about your live auction. One of the questions we most commonly are asked is how many items should we go out and solicit for our live auction, or how many auction items should we put in the live? We like to recommend anywhere between 8 to 12 items, so on average 10 items. I've been to events where they've had 30, 35 items, and I know down in the States, lots of times the auctioneers will go through 30, 40 items. At that point, you're selling fast like a cattle auctioneer. I don't believe that anybody can hold an audience's attention for that long. Your live auction is, first of all, it's going to appeal, it needs to be entertaining for everybody, but you can only hold people's attention for so long. It's only going to appeal to a small portion of your audience. There's only going to be maybe 10% of the people in the audience are going to participate in your live auction. However, that live auction is most likely going to generate 80% of your profits for the night. So you need to have a live auction for sure, but you don't want it long and drawn out. So try and keep it to about 10 items. If you get extra items, put them in what I call a super silent auction. We've done a separate video explaining what the super silent auction is all about. People ask us, they say, when's the best time to start the live auction? And without a doubt, I've had so much experience. I've been doing this since 1987, strictly charity auctions, fundraising auctions since 1987. And unequivocally, my answer is you want to start the live auction during dinner. Lots of times organizers say, no, we want people to be able to sit and enjoy their dinner and visit. And then we want to start the live auction later, say 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Well, let me tell you what the problem is with that. Chances are you've opened the doors to your ballroom at 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock. They've had a cocktail reception. You now call them to dinner. They have a bottle of wine with their dinner and maybe some more drinks and maybe some liqueurs or whatever after dinner. And now you're starting the live auction after they've had all of this alcohol. Alcohol works only to a point, but there's definitely a tipping point where they can get too much. It's hard to hold the crowd's attention. They start the table chatter, the room noise goes up, and it's really difficult to control that room. Why I like to, and I've proven over and over again with my clients that you'll make more money if you start the live auction during dinner. And the best time for that is once the main course has been set. So let them sit. They've had the cocktail reception to visit and network with each other. They sit at the table, let them enjoy their appetizer course if it's super salad. Again, we always recommend no more than 3 courses at your auction event for food. They're not coming for fine dining, not typically to an auction event. They want to get in, they want to eat. The problem is if you have a 5-course, you got soup, salad, dessert, main course, all the rest of it. There's so much commotion in the room from the service staff. It's very, very distracting and very hard to conduct an effective live auction with all of that clatter and chatter and commotion going on. So if you can keep it to 3 courses, they've had their appetizer course. Once the main course is set, and all of the main courses have been set in the room, that's the ideal time to start your live auction. The reason is, number 1, everybody's seated. Number 2, they've got food in their mouths. They're not doing a lot of talk at the table. It's easier to get their attention, definitely easier to entertain them. I was doing one event a couple of years ago, and the organizers really were adamant they wanted to start the live auction later, and I said, please let me try half of the items during dinner. We'll come back and we'll do the other half after dinner. So what we did is we sold the first 6 items during the dinner, and I think got $76,000 is the number that comes to my mind. After dinner, they had dessert. We gave them a break to look at the silent auction, got them all back seated, resumed the auction. We had 6 equivalent value items that we sold, and that last 6 brought $25,000 or $26,000. So we went from like $76,000 on the first 6 items, $26,000 on the last. That's what's going to happen if you leave your live auction too late in the night. So definitely during dinner. 8 to 12 items. What items are best for your live auction? We like to say the experiential items, you know, the trips, the travel, that sort of thing, and your consumables like your wine packages and nice dinner packages, things like that. So anyway, just some thoughts on the live auction. For more information, make sure you get a copy of my book, Easy Money: How to Generate Record Profits at Your Next Fundraising Auction Event. I go into live auctions and everything else to do with your event in great detail here in the book, and you can get that at DannyHooper.com.